Can you believe it's only been 50 years since the birth of the internet? An invention that forever changed the world as we know it? Picture this: the 1970s, a time of bell-bottom jeans and disco music. But behind the scenes, something far more revolutionary was taking shape. The internet, a groundbreaking invention, was being born. Initially, it was a tool for military and academic settings, a way to share data and communicate across vast distances. But as the 90s rolled in, the internet went public and the world was never the same again. No longer were people confined to their localities. The world was now at their fingertips. Information sharing, communication, business, everything took a leap into the future. The internet was no longer a military concept or an academic tool. It had become a household necessity. It introduced us to a new era of global connectivity, bridging geographical gaps and bringing people closer than ever before. From a military concept to a household necessity, the internet has undoubtedly shaped the world we live in today. What if I told you that just over 30 years ago, a wall that divided a city and symbolized the Cold War came crashing down? Well, that's exactly what happened in November 1989 in the heart of Berlin, Germany. The Berlin Wall, a formidable concrete barrier that had divided East and West Berlin since 1961, was brought down by the very people it was designed to keep apart. This momentous event was far more than just the demolition of a physical structure. It was a symbol of the end of the Cold War, a conflict that had polarized the world into two ideologically opposed camps for nearly half a century. It was a tangible sign that the Iron Curtain, which had divided Europe into East and West, was finally being lifted. But the fall of the Berlin Wall meant even more to the German people. It was the catalyst for the reunification of a country that had been torn apart by political ideology. Families and friends who had been separated for decades could finally be reunited, and the process of healing could begin. Furthermore, this event marked a significant step towards a more united Europe. Countries once divided by the Cold War began to collaborate and integrate, leading to the formation of the powerful and unified European Union we know today. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked not just the end of an era, but the beginning of new possibilities for a unified world. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to uncover the blueprint of human life? Well, that's precisely what scientists achieved with the Human Genome Project. This international scientific research project, completed in 2003, set out to map the entirety of the human genome. And it succeeded. The project's achievement was monumental. It gave us a comprehensive view of our genetic makeup, allowing us to understand human genetics like never before. This understanding has had a profound impact on medical science, paving the way for advancements in diagnosing, treating, and even preventing numerous diseases. Yet, with this newfound knowledge came a host of ethical questions. Should we manipulate our genetic code to prevent disease? Or does this tread into the dangerous realm of designer babies? Are we ready to handle the potential consequences of such genetic alterations? These are questions that society continues to grapple with as the implications of the Human Genome Project continue to unfold. The Human Genome Project opened the door to a new era of medicine and posed questions about the essence of humanity that we're still grappling with today. What if the world's largest economies came to the brink of collapse, all because of a housing bubble? Picture this. It's the year 2008. A wave of panic sweeps across Wall Street. The housing bubble in the United States has burst, and the repercussions are felt globally. Banks had been handing out loans like candy, with little regard for the borrower's ability to pay them back. These risky loans, wrapped up in complex financial products, were sold around the world. When people started defaulting on their mortgages, it triggered a domino effect. Financial institutions worldwide found themselves holding worthless assets, leading to the downfall of giants like Lehman Brothers. The crisis didn't just stay within the realm of high finance. Ordinary people felt the sting too. Unemployment rates soared, homes were lost, and many faced financial ruin. This wasn't just a crisis, it was a catastrophe, one that exposed the cracks in the global financial system. In the aftermath, new rules and regulations were put in place to prevent such a disaster from happening again. But the scars of the crisis remain, a stark reminder of the dangers of reckless financial practices. The 2008 financial crisis was a stark reminder of our interconnected world and the fragility of global economies. Could you have ever imagined a virus bringing the entire world to a standstill? In early 2020, a microscopic enemy, the novel coronavirus, COVID-19, did just that. This pandemic became a defining chapter in human history, altering our lives in ways unimaginable. It started as an unknown disease in a corner of the world, but rapidly spread its tentacles across continents. It didn't take long for bustling cities to turn into ghost towns, with lockdowns becoming the norm. The travel industry faced an unprecedented crisis, with borders closing and travelers stranded, leading to significant financial losses. The global response was a testament to our collective resilience. Scientists, health workers, and governments worked tirelessly, racing against time to understand the virus, treat the infected, and develop vaccines. In less than a year, vaccines were rolled out, a remarkable feat considering the usual timeline for vaccine development. COVID-19 changed our everyday lives, affecting the way we work, study, and interact. It highlighted the fragility of our health systems, but also our adaptability in the face of adversity. The pandemic has reshaped our understanding of public health and underscored the importance of global cooperation in tackling such crises. The COVID-19 pandemic has shown us the power of global cooperation and the importance of public health in a way we could have never imagined.